They printed her name wrong. Someone typed her name as Chainan. I rushed to my mother's side, pulling his sleeve. I told him, "Sarah is on the wall, put together with pictures of other children." But he suddenly became very flustered. After apologizing to the lady, he dragged me out of the post office. He has been trying to convince me since then. And I can't listen to what I'm saying at all. Forced me to yell. I saw Sarah. They posted her picture on that wall. In the end, my mother slapped me. And tell me, that person is not Sarah. He just looks a lot like Sarah. That's why I admit my mistake. He said, if I keep messing around, when Dad comes back, I'm in big trouble. I cried out. I promised him that I would be very good. But even if I made a promise, they still punish me for not eating dinner. That night, I can only sit in my own room. I heard Mom and Dad talking in the kitchen. Their voices are so loud. Then there is. The individual began to open the kitchen drawer vigorously. Bang bang bang. The sound of. Dad walked up the stairs with heavy steps. I heard Mom screaming, "Don't you dare to do this and try it." After that, Dad stopped outside my door. Then he walked downstairs again. We never went back to that post office again. And I never saw Sarah again. Since that day. This is the first time I mentioned Sarah. First of all, Catherine has always been quite quiet. But Messi seemed to be unable to calm down for a moment. She is also very ugly. Her nose is flat like a pig's nose. Plus a mouthful of violent teeth. His ballet and gymnastics teachers reflected to us. He has no sense of balance at all. Not to mention the work of a model. Because every time I take pictures for him, his eyes are always closed. At school, the teachers said he was very smart. That's true. Because he always buries his head in the book. But they said he doesn't interact much with others, and Catherine has always been a popular figure. She is also a naughty child. I remember when she was 5 years old. We tried to get her to wear that blue coat. That's right, when Catherine fell. There was a little blood on the coat. But I washed off most of the blood stains. She really doesn't have to do this. Make such a big whimper. We finally had to hold him down and help him put it on. We told the teacher. Those bruises. It was caused by him accidentally falling down the stairs. When he was 8 years old. We asked him what gift he wanted. He said he wanted to change the tablecloth in the room. We said no. Of course I want him to go back to the room afterwards. When I went to check on him, he uses a microphone pen. Pink flower fairy painted on the tablecloth. I don't know what happened next. But suddenly Messi shrank in the corner. Cover your eyes in fear. We must avoid him going to school for a while. Until those bruises recover. The next day I bought more tablecloths for the pink flower fairy. And John helped repaint the piece that Messi destroyed. Sometime after this happened, he started to feel scared of the mirror. He went downstairs one morning and told us. There is a girl in the mirror. That's right, that girl is you. I say so. No, he is not. He replied, looking very scared. That's not me. He kept telling me terrible things. He said I hate it. Useless. No one likes me. And soon. He wants to take me away. Who would have expected? Two girls of the same age can be so different. One is so fearless and died as a result. The other is so cowardly. I'm afraid of my own reflection. Since then, Messi's behavior became unbearable. He refused to approach anything that would reflect light. This means not close to metal appliances. And don't look at the glass windows of the store. And we arrive every morning. Found in his room. He would cover Catherine's mirror with sheets. After that, he started wetting the bed every night. And kept crying when we yelled at him. We are a good pair of parents. We sent him to see a psychiatrist. He diagnosed. He has low self-esteem and too much imagination. And suggests that we play with him more. The problem is that he doesn't want to play. He just wants to read. It was John's idea to lock him in the room with the mirror. He said, if he finds out that there is actually nothing to be afraid of, he won't be afraid anymore. So we locked him in the room. Removed the sheets beforehand. 1 hour before the start. He kept crying and screaming. And keep knocking on the door. But after a while, he calmed down. We open the door. See him sitting in front of the mirror. Or at least we thought it was him. Until he ran towards and hugged me. I just realized that she is Catherine. My dear and lovely Catherine has come back from the dead. When I hugged her tightly, I looked in the mirror behind her. Then I found something moving. Looking up at me in Catherine, and give me a touch of her sweet smile at the same time. I just realized that the figure in the mirror is Messi. He stood in the mirror, beating the mirror with his fat fist. Tears flowed down his cheeks. And while the air he exhaled made the mirror foggy at the same time, accompanied by his silent scream. The sheets are right outside the door. Catherine and I covered the mirror together. We are moving tomorrow. John has thought about it. We will stay in the hotel until we sell the house. Then we will move to A. No one knows our place. I promised Catherine to give him a brand new room. And we also need to buy him a new mirror. Because we broke the old one.